Hello, YouTube. This is Rockin' Strings.
And Sapphire Skies.
And we're not happy.
No, we're not.
Get closer, I don't think they can hear you.
No, we're really not.
So, a few weeks ago, I heard about what happened with Toon Critic.
I found out through Rockin'.
So, this entire video, we are not using a script. This is coming straight from the heart.
Yeah.
So, first, on his actions. He done fucked up.
Just a smidge.
I don't like cussing on this channel.
This is an exception.
One of very few. So, he's getting handled. So, all we can say is what he did angered us. If you want more details on that, there's who knows how many other videos on the topic. This video is about how it was handled when it got public.
Honestly, it angered me more than just being public and making headlines and all of that. The fact that he got the charges that he did affect me in a personal way. Because what he's done, basically he feels like he can objectify other girls, and the girls that were submitted to this sort of action were helpless. That the whole child molestation thing, the whole pedophile bullshit, it's embarrassing to talk about as an adult who's been there, because you have to think of it from the person's perspective that it actually happened to. Let's just think about that for a second, okay? Not talking about Toon Critic, talking about the girls.
His victims.
Yeah. Girls like that. How old do you think these girls were?
Ranging from 13 to 17.
Okay. 13, 14. Powerless. And to a point. With people like that, it's already aggravating enough. Because you look at him and you have this certain image of who you portray him to be. And this pedophilia, sexual molestation thing comes out, and you realize you didn't know him at all. Now, that's one thing. Let's go to the girls for a minute, okay? Girls that are anywhere 14 and younger are virtually powerless. Girls are groomed and trained their whole lives to never fight back, never question authority. We have to submit to our husbands when we get married, submit to our parents as children, and we're just never taught that our bodies are our own. It's always, you go to your aunt and you give them love. It doesn't matter what you feel. It doesn't matter what you think. And the fact that there are people out there who are completely okay with him doing this sickens me. Not just the fact that it is child molestation, it is pedophilia. It goes deeper than that for me. And I know there's a lot of victims out there that have now heard the story and they're just as mad for the exact same reason.
Anyways, to anyone that has ever been a victim to Toon or anyone like Toon, I may not know. I don't know what you've gone through. I don't know, and I don't want to know. But I do want to help. I don't even want to meet some of her family because of what they've done to her. Now, I don't know how much help I will be, but I'm willing to listen. And so is Sapphire. We will listen and we will try our best to help you.
When I say that I know what these girls have gone through, I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's ass. I'm not trying to be that psychiatrist friend that goes, oh, I know just how you feel. No. I've been through this shit. I've lived it. I know exactly what it feels like, what goes through your head.
And that makes me livid. Now, there were a few other videos on the topic that I want to point out. Firstly, videos by Dr. Wolf and Silverquill. I'll start with Dr. Wolf. As Joshua said in one of his videos a few weeks ago, Dr. Wolf, and Josh himself too, are Christians. Now, being raised Christian, I know a lot of their beliefs. I myself, I'm no longer Christian. I got nothing against Christians, as long as they don't try to convert me. But that's beside the point. I myself am a Wiccan. And in Wicca, there is a huge law that you do not
Ever
screw up. And ye harm none, do what ye will. You can do practically anything you want, as long as you don't hurt anyone physically, mentally, emotionally, any way. And then look what Toon did. What he did was emotional. Yes, emotional abuse, sexual abuse,
mental
abuse. And there's no telling what he'd be willing to do just to get more girls like them.
I was going to go with a shortened sentence, but, you know.
that too.
I have certain Christian beliefs myself, but I have a different upbringing than Rockin does. I was raised non-denominational. I did go to a few church services because we support our friends and we support our family. I had family members that were pretty heavy into church. Some of them would actually get up and give sermons, and we went to support them, my mother and I. Aside from that, there was no significant Christian beliefs in the household. We had some Islamic, we had Catholic, we had Wiccan. We've even had some touches of Native American, possible Japanese. All of these religions, and even a touch of Jewish, all of them revolve around the same thing. Christianity, in and of itself, it is supposed to be the religion of acceptance and love. Because in the teachings of Christ, he states, love thy neighbor. There's even a meme on Facebook where he says this, and his disciples all ask, well, what if our neighbor is this, that, or the other? And at the bottom, Christ says, did I fucking stutter? And that's true for Christianity as a whole.
Either way, we're off topic.
No, we're not. Because
No.
what Toon did was the least Christian thing that a person could ever do.
Toon is not one of the ones I said was Christian.
It doesn't matter.
But how Josh explained in his video, the Christian beliefs of forgiveness is not the same as the common beliefs. So a lot of people are giving Dr. Wolf a lot of flack, and he's learned from this mistake. So you can leave him alone now. He's a great guy. I've talked to him a bit here and there, and he's been helpful.
Anyone on here can be helpful.
And that was when I was first starting my channel. Like 3 years ago?
Oh.
At least. Silverquill, on the other hand, I have no clue. I've not actually seen his video. I just heard a lot about it from the next video I want to talk about. Lily Peet. Now, I know a lot of people don't like her because she's the mean lady who sounds like a guy and blah blah blah.
She doesn't give a crap. I like her. She tells it how it is.
Yeah.
And she doesn't care what other people think about her.
She don't BS.
God, no.
And she'll tell you straightforward. Now, yes, she may present her opinion as if it is fact. But anyone with two brain cells can tell that is her opinion. And to present it as fact is the same as doing any basic debate. That gives me a good question for Lily. Don't let me forget to ask Lily if she was in a debate club.
Fair enough. The only criticism I have of Lily is she cusses way too much in her videos. Certain ones. Aside from that, she's perfect.
Yeah. Now, I don't mind all the cursing all that much, but I grew up in Kentucky with a Southern mother. So, I'm kind of used to that. Especially a Southern mother who's an angry driver.
You almost make it sound like Southern women, when they're driving and angry, are almost psychotic.
We'll talk about that later, babe. But yes, go watch Lily's video. She'll tell you all the facts. You know what? If you need to, pause this video. Pause it now. And look up her video, Blame and Groom. Okay. If you're here, then either you've watched it or
Not.
you're wanting me to explain everything. I can't explain everything. That would mean writing down a script. And to me, going from a script takes all the personality out of it. I do not sound natural when I'm reading from a script.
Nobody does.
Some people can.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Do you think that explains the 170 movies we have?
So, Lily tells you everything from her perspective.
Including the fact that forgiveness is not the first step to healing, closure is. On that, I will most definitely agree.
And then, just a bit ago, I watched the video on Josh Scorcher's channel about how he and Dr. Wolf looked at it. And I see their points. So, yeah, what Toon did was shitty.
That wasn't okay.
And how Josh and British Ninja and everyone else tried to handle it before it got public seemed to be a good idea.
In theory?
But somebody did leak it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even be making this video if it weren't for that leak. Because if it weren't for that leak, Lily wouldn't have made her video. And I would have never heard about it until after Toon was already locked up. So, there's nothing else I can really say. Except go watch those videos.
If anybody has any questions, we'll try our hardest to answer them with the information we have.
That's all for this time.
This is Rockin' Strings and Sapphire Skies signing off.
Brony out.